Hi, my name is Anna, and I'm a soccer coach at Arena Sports with an emphasis on child development. I'm a neuroscience major with a background in psych, and I'm planning on going into the medical field. My job gives me experience regarding human cognition and has taught me how to communicate with people. I chose my wonderful boss, Marissa Hall, as my role model due to her unique leadership style and her psychology degree. Marissa is a coordinator at Arena Sports who oversees daily operations and manages conflicts. Her biggest accomplishment includes improving programs and increasing sales over the course of the last 8 years.
Depending on the day, I'll coach some classes in the morning. I'll go out in the afternoon, do a couple classes at different schools, Montessori's, whatever, and then I'll come back and do office work and then leave. Depending on the day is how early I leave. I feel like I have a pretty extroverted, pretty bubbly personality is a good way to put it. I'm just not afraid to make conversation with people. I very rarely feel embarrassed. So, if anyone in this room that is watching this has worked a customer service job, you know that soft skills are very important. So being able to put on a little face, a little smile, I tend to be, when I'm talking to people, a little sassy, a little fun, just like a little goofy, so that it kind of breaks the ice with them a little bit. Doesn't work with everyone, but what can you do? Throw around a few sisters, stuff like that.
Marissa's biggest accomplishment includes improving programs and increasing sales over the course of 8 years. She brings forth new ideas with a straightforward attitude to her career at Arena Sports and has contributed greatly to projects that have improved customer turnout.
So I went to school at Western up in Bellingham. I have 2 degrees, both undergraduate in sociology and psychology, which I feel like is where it all comes from. Being a graphic design major and then hating it is a big turning point.
Mm-hmm.
And just recognizing that the first thing that you see is not necessarily the thing that is for you. So I definitely liked aspects of graphic design, but now that I've graduated and I have the degrees in social and psych, I can see why I was attracted to the graphic design major, where it was like I don't know if anyone here has heard of the user design, like experience psychology, so like customer, figuring out like the psychology of them and figuring out like why they're attracted to certain things and like what draws them in. So that was the part of graphic design that I liked. It wasn't necessarily like the artsy stuff. So that was a challenge.
Marissa is most proud of when she was successful in learning how to manage bad behavior in one of her classes, and now says that it became her favorite class.
Okay, so I would personally define success as finding joy and happiness in what you do every day. Whether that's a hobby, whether that's a job, whether that's, like volunteer work, whatever your passion is, finding some way to do it every day is, I would think, success. Or at least, like, finding something you like and doing it every day. So it doesn't have to be your job, because that's not necessarily something people can always afford, is to have, a job that fills their emotional cup and their needs in that way, because it's just not feasible sometimes. But just having that one thing that you can every day go, you know what? I sat in my hammock and I read a book today. That'd be me. Like I just got a little bit done. Or like I sat down and I watched Netflix and it was great. Or, like I cooked dinner tonight. Oh, love. Just finding something. So my favorite words of wisdom are impact versus intent. And it's my favorite thing to talk to like high school students or like just kids in general to understand that perspective. So if I'm saying something to you and you take it as mean, if I said, I don't know, like, Anna, you have like really pretty eyes, and you're like, oh, I hate that, ew. I don't know why you would, but if you did, so me saying that, I never intended for you to feel upset about that, but in your eyes, you did get upset. So the impact of that. So having to always think about, okay, I might feel this way, but I don't know how the other person's gonna feel. Or it's like the love languages. I don't know if you've talked about that in class or whatever, but or know what they are. But the idea that the way I'm gonna feel love and the way I'm gonna feel like supported is not necessarily the same way that someone else is going to feel. So understanding that you think you might be helping that person, but you have to make sure you're helping them in the right ways, or you're supporting them in the right ways that they're going to feel the most supported, right? So if I feel support by words of affirmation, right? But that's not necessarily how you feel loved or supported, then that's not going to do you anything. You're going to be like, great, you told me I did a good job, awesome, whatever. I needed a hug, like, you know? So just remembering that it's not always about you, it's about others, and just keeping that in mind. I think it's important in anything that you do to be yourself, and that if you can't be yourself, then that is not an environment that you need to be in. So it's not a space you're going to feel supported. It's not a space that you're going to feel like loved and welcomed and stuff like that, even in a job, right? And again, that's not something that is necessarily feasible all the time. I've definitely worked jobs that I don't feel supported or special in, retail. But just being able to express yourself and being able to stay true to who you are as a person, I think goes a long way. Because if you don't have that ability, then it can be a real downer, and it just makes each day easier.